Hello everyone, this is Shobhit Taneja, founder and CEO of EasySocial.io. Today I will take you through a quick overview of our platform EasySocial, where we'll learn how easy it is to get started, and we'll also discuss about the most important features like broadcasting messages, creating chatbots, using AI, automations, customer support, creating e-commerce shop, collecting payments, and some of the best practices that you can leverage to grow your business phenomenally on EasySocial. So without any delay, let's get started. So the first thing that you need to do is to create a free account on EasySocial platform, and then next we'll have to get access to WhatsApp API. Once you get access to the WhatsApp API, only then you'll be able to use the amazing features on EasySocial platform. But before you get started, there are certain prerequisites that you need to consider. First of all, you must have a mobile number that is not connected to any WhatsApp number previously. If you want to use an existing number linked to your WhatsApp app or WhatsApp business app, then you need to unlink this number from this app first, and only then you'll be able to use this number. But just bear in mind, if you do this, then you have a chance of losing all the past conversations from your mobile app. I highly recommend that you get a fresh number which is not previously connected to any WhatsApp account. Next up, you will need a functional website. Now this does not need to be a very elaborate website, it can be a single page website. But you should not mention words like coming soon or under maintenance on this website. At least at the time of approval, it should have all the basic information about your products and services. Then your website should also have the brand name or the company name clearly mentioned on the website. It should also have the exact address which is mentioned on your legal documents, so that it is easy for WhatsApp to authenticate and validate your web presence. Next, you must have a Meta Business Manager account, and you should also get it verified. If you don't have a Meta Business Manager account yet, don't worry, it will automatically be created during the sign-up process. You would also need a credit card or a debit card to connect with your WhatsApp Business Manager account. Meta at the moment only allows MasterCard and Visas only. Now that we know all about the prerequisites, let's continue and learn how to link WhatsApp API to your newly created EasySocial account.
If you don't have any account on EasySocial yet, go to EasySocial.io and click on Start Now for Free button on the top right corner. Now enter your details. Remember to enter your personal WhatsApp number. Do not enter your WhatsApp API number. We use this number to send you notifications about your account. Now once you've filled in all the details, click on Verify and Get Free Account button on the bottom. On this page, you'll be prompted to enter OTP that you'd receive on your WhatsApp number and also on your registered email address. Click on Complete Registration. Your sign up is successful. Let's enter your business details. Now click on Continue. Now you can choose a plan which suits your requirements. If you want to go for the free plan, click on Select followed by Checkout. Enter your billing details. Scroll down and hit Continue. Verify the details and hit Submit. Congratulations! Your free EasySocial account is now created. Now click on Let's Get Started to log into your account.
So once you're logged into your EasySocial account, click on Link WhatsApp Cloud API. So as soon as you do this, you'll see this kind of a screen. Choose the first option if you are using a brand new number. If you wish to move your number from another BSP to EasySocial, you can choose the last option, and then you have to follow certain instructions to continue for migration. But right now we will choose the first step and click on Login with Facebook. So this pops up a Facebook login screen. In this pop-up, we need to log in with our Facebook account. So I'll just enter my credentials here. Now that we are logged in, let's click on Get Started. In case you do not have a Business Manager account yet, at this step, you will be asked to create a new Business Manager account. You can enter the details of your legal business, for example, the legal business name, the website, and the country, and hit Next. Now, as soon as you hit Next, it's going to create a new Business Manager account on Meta for you. However, in my case, I already have a Business Manager account, so I'll keep this selected and I'll hit Next. So on the next step, you'll be asked to select a WhatsApp business account and a WhatsApp business profile. So here you always have to look for create a WhatsApp business account. Never use any existing WhatsApp account from the list. Always use create a WhatsApp business account, which will be available on the top of the list. Once you've made your choice, Then click on next. Now on this page you can see there are two options. The first one is WhatsApp business account name and the next one is WhatsApp business display name. So the first option, which is WhatsApp account name, is associated to your WhatsApp business manager. So whatever name you're going to give here is going to be the name of your WhatsApp business manager account. And under this account is going to be one number which will be connected to this account, and that particular number is going to have a display name which you will define in the second box. Now this display name will reflect on your WhatsApp profile. The display name can either be the name of your website or the legal entity name, the registered business name that you have, or it can also be a product name. This has to be mentioned on your website very clearly. So I'll choose this particular display name and then you have to give it some category. So for now I'll choose other and I'll hit next. Here you have to provide a phone number and we want to receive a text message to validate this number. So shortly we'll be receiving an OTP. Now I've entered the OTP, let's hit next. Let's continue and provide the access. Let's wait for a little while. And seems like our number is connected. So here at this step you have an option at the bottom to add a payment method right now. You can do this now or you can just simply click on finish and we can add a payment method later on as well. So I'll hit finish and we have to wait just for a bit longer. Alright, so our account is now connected. So as you can see here, there are two critical steps here. One is business verification and the other one is payment method. But momentarily, if you do not want to take action, you can skip it for now, but you can always come back to it later by going to settings, followed by chatbot platforms, WhatsApp, and at the bottom again settings. So here on this page, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see that the payment method is not added, and if I click here, it'll give me an option to add a payment method. If I click on the link here, it's going to take me to the correct page where I can add the payment method. So here you need to remember, you first need to add a payment method. You need to add a credit card or a debit card. It could be a Visa or a MasterCard. Once you've done that, do not forget to add business info. This is really critical. If you've added your payment method but not the business information, your outgoing messages won't work. So just keep this in mind, always add business info. Now, assuming that you've added this information, let's quickly go back here on this account. As you can see here, our Meta business verification is completed and our business is verified. You can see this green tick. So if I click on the link next to verified, it's going to take me to a page where I can check the status of my verification. So here you can see this particular page has been already verified. In case your business is not verified, here you will get an option to upload certain documents, provide certain information and get your business verified. By default, WhatsApp allows you to send around 250 messages in a day. So right after completing the Meta business verification, you'll be upgraded to 1K tier, which will allow you to send out 1000 messages in a day. If you send out 500 messages in a consecutive period of 7 days, you'll be upgraded to 10K tier, which will allow you to send out 10,000 messages in a day. If you send out 5,000 messages in the rolling period of next 7 days, you'll be eligible for the next tier, which is 100K. And if you send out around 50,000 messages in a rolling period of 7 days, you'll be eligible for unlimited tier messages, which means you would have no restrictions on the number of messages you want to send in a day. WhatsApp Health indicates that you're maintaining great communication with your customers. If your customers are engaging very well with you, you'll always have a great health. However, if you send out broadcast messages and people start to block you or mark you as a spam business, then your health will start to decline. It's going to become moderate and then eventually poor. So this will suggest you that you're sending the message to the wrong audience at the wrong time. You totally need to revamp your marketing strategy, understand your customer better, choose a better time to broadcast them a message, and even find a better message to communicate. Maybe that will change the whole story. Now that we have set up our account on EasySocial, we have linked WhatsApp API, we also have some idea about the best practices to be maintained on WhatsApp.
let's move on and dive deeper into the features on EasySocial. So if you see on each page on EasySocial, you'll always find this help button. Now this button is going to be very useful as it will have video links to all the features which are visible on that page. So also at the bottom you can see there's a chat with us on WhatsApp button. Now this is going to link you directly to our customer support agents and they'll be happy to help you in case you get stuck somewhere. Now let's click on the top left button called back to workspace. It's going to go and take us to the chat menu. Now whenever you create a new account with EasySocial, it automatically creates a chatbot for you. So let's try and experience this. So on this number, I'm going to send out a message. It automatically captures my details. And if you notice carefully, it will automatically show a particular message here. And if I try to tap a button on my WhatsApp, it's going to actually reflect in real time on the EasySocial account. So here a very basic chatbot is already into play. However, you can build and customize your own chatbot and I'll take you through that process a little later. For the meantime, let's look at this interface. We call this the chat menu. So here on the left side you see all the contacts. On the right side you have an option to send message. So if I click here, I can simply type a phone number and I can send a message. So here you can choose a template message. Now these template messages have to be created and pre-approved on WhatsApp. I'll take you through this process in just a while. So here you can customize the different parameters here. I'll personalize this to Shobit and then I'll click on save and send message. So now it's going to send this message to me and I can see it in this conversation. Now here if you see, the screen is divided into 3 sections. The first one is where you see all the list of the contacts. In the middle you will see a conversation which is happening, and on the right side you're going to see some information about the contact itself. So if you notice carefully, on the top is the name of the customer, below that is going to be the phone number, and underneath, so it's going to show the country of that person, and next to it is going to show the current time in that particular country. So that becomes very helpful if you're dealing with customers in different time zones. Below that you'll see 3 different options. The first one is notes, which allows you to take notes, create certain memos about your last interaction with the customer. Then you've got orders, where you can capture different e-commerce orders. We'll come to that a little later. And then there's a button which you can click and directly call. It's useful maybe if you are using it on a mobile phone, it'll add the number directly to your dial pad. So below that there are certain tags, so you can create multiple tags on your own, and then these tags are available which can be used to tag a particular customer. Think of it like a group. So if you're adding a tag to that customer, he's basically getting added to that group, so that later on it'll be very easy for you to filter out such customers. Right below you can see there's a section for information. All the information about this particular customer gets captured here, and this information is also getting saved along this contact details. Now this information that we save here is captured. Either you can enter this manually by clicking on the edit, or while you're adding the contact in EasySocial, or your chatbot is going to ask certain questions, and whatever the value a person fills in, that gets saved within these particular fields. So in EasySocial we call this lead data fields. So these are essentially all the contact information which gets saved onto a contact. So if I look at the left side, I have an option where I can make a search in all conversations, just the unread conversations, contacts, images, videos. So I've got an advanced search option, then I've got an advanced filter option as well. So here, if you've created a certain tag, you want to filter out a contact based on this tag, you can definitely do that. Plus you can create your own filter options here as well. So coming back to the interface, in the middle section you not only see the conversation happening, but also you have multiple options like mark as resolved. So let's say your agent is talking to a customer and the customer's questions are answered, so he can just quickly mark them as resolved, so that his focus will always be on the active conversations, and all the ones in the resolve tab should be considered as not so important. So let's say if I send a hi message, now the chatbot is interacting with me. So at this moment, if I click on take control, which means I'm talking with a customer service executive, and at this moment I can talk to them freely. There's no limitation. I don't have to converse through templates. I can just write a free form message and this message can be directly sent to the customer. And There are many other options here as well. So for example, you can add emojis, you can even send attachments, and it could be like a photograph or a document, or you could even send a catalog product, which we'll come to a little later on. And you can send out a location. You can simply search for a location. I can quickly send this. And if there is another option for quick replies, so here you can have your own pre-composed replies. So let's say somebody is looking to have a blue tick, so we just need to type a slash followed by a shortcut, and then our message is going to appear right within the box. Okay, so let's say I'm the customer and I have a question about the pricing. Now I want that AI should automatically understand this question, and instead of me typing and taking so much time to do that, let AI do all the magic. So I can just click on AI assist option. So as you can see, it flawlessly generated an answer. Once I'm done with the conversation, I can click on end conversation to restore it back to the chatbot, so that when the customer replies back the next time, automatically the chatbot will answer. So I can quickly mark it as resolved and click on engage now. So if I go to the profile options followed by settings, you will see that there's an option called lead data fields. So here I can add different lead data fields. These are basically the properties of a particular contact. These are like, for example, mobile number, country code, GST, website. So these are all this information is related to a particular user. So I can create multiple fields for every user, and all of these fields I call lead data fields. These lead data fields a particular chatbot can utilize and capture customer data and save within this particular property. So this is extremely useful while making chatbots and we want to capture customer data dynamically. So moving on, we have an option here to view team members. So on this page, I can invite a particular team member. I have to just write their name and email, and I can then quickly send an invite. So once this person accepts the invitation, he's going to be added here. And once this person is added here, then I can give them access levels. So I can define different access levels here. There are two roles. One is the admin role, one is the team member role. Now the team member can only see the leads which are assigned to himself, whereas admin can see all the inquiries, all the chats coming in for every team member. So based on these particular roles, you can set up access levels. So let's say I want to create a team member role. Let's say I only want this person to reply back to customers. So I want to call it service executive, and I will only allow the chat options. I do not want this person to create quick replies. So he'll just be able to send out messages and just talk. Rest all the features are disabled. So like this, I can create a particular role, and then if I go to a particular team member, let's say this particular member, and I can change the permission from admin, I'll change it to team member, and then I'll use the service executive role and I'll hit apply. So this will automatically apply a different role to this team member. So he will have very limited access to all the features now. Now in EasySocial, we have certain rules where you can automate lead assignment. So here you can create new rules. So when there is a user interaction and the user's country code is, let's say, matching 91 India, so it should get assigned to a particular person. This process is totally customizable. So I can create as many rules as I like. So let's say for another country code, I want to assign it, let's say the country code is 971, and I want to assign it to, let's say, another user. So I can create different rules. So while that person is having a conversation with the chatbot will identify certain properties, for example, the country code in this case, and then based on that input, it will evaluate to which user should it assign this particular conversation to. And that's how it's going to be automatically assigned to that user. That user will only be able to see the contact which is assigned to him. Moving on, let's understand how to broadcast messages on EasySocial. But before we get started with broadcasting, we must know how to get a template approved on EasySocial. So for that, we'll go to the WhatsApp menu followed by template messages. Here you can see we have got a bunch of template messages. Some are in draft, some are approved. So we will also submit a new template message and understand the different categories of templates that there are, and we'll get one of them approved. So there are basically three categories of templates. So the first one is marketing.
Marketing messages are used to send out promotional messages or maybe some offers. So the second category of messages is utility message. In this category, you can send out transactional messages to your customer. For example, if there's an update about a product delivery, or you want to inform your customer about, let's say, a holiday on a certain date. So these would come under utility category. Now there's a third category which is called authentication. Now you can use the authentication category of messages to send out OTPs to verify the phone number of a particular person and authenticate him. Now let's start by creating a new template message. I'll call it marketing demo. So here in the category, I'll choose marketing template type. There are multiple kinds of templates. The first one is custom template message. It supports images, videos, documents, buttons, text. A lot of different things are possible here in this message. Then you've got catalog message. So you can send out a complete range of products to your customers. Then there is multi-product. So for example, if a customer has selected a particular product in his cart and now you want to send him only those particular products in a particular marketing message, so you can choose this option. Then there is a flow template. So flow template essentially triggers a particular form which a user can fill and submit a lot of information in one go. Then there is a carousel message. It has multiple sections which can be scrolled and browsed through. It creates a lot of curiosity and it is very interactive and fun to use. Then there is another one called limited time offer. Here you can set up a click to copy code and this particular template message expires after a particular duration. So these are certain template messages which are possible in the marketing category. So right now we'll choose a custom template message and hit next. So here we have some AI capabilities. So we can either use those or we can just type in the message directly. So right now, to save time, I'll just click on generate with AI. And here I will write 20% off on all annual plans. Now this generate with AI feature is going to use certain information which already exists about my business within EasySocial, and if I hit the generate now button, it's going to do its magic and it's going to create the template message for me. Now I have the option to add a text here, or I can also add an image or a video here. Now at the bottom there is an option to add buttons. So there are multiple buttons available. I can create a call to action website button. So here I can add a button for visit website and I can give the website URL, and I can also give a button to add a call to action call now button. So this will also trigger a call. Now here I can even add another button which is a custom button which could lead to some particular action. Let's say book a demo, and this once somebody clicks it, I can configure how this button is going to actually react. Maybe I can take him to a calendar where the person enters the date on which he wants a demo, a time slot where when he chooses to get the demo, and then finally I can give him a congratulations message. So this is a complete customizable flow which also I can customize. So this is the message that I've created. If I'm happy with the message, I can click on submit and it's going to send it to Meta for approval. Now I want to make a change here. So here I want to personalize it with the name of the customer. So I'll just delete there from here and I'll click on add variable, and here I want to add the name of the customer. So whatever information I want to add here, I'll just write it and it's going to enclose it within 2 brackets. So once this message is approved by Meta, I'd be able to replace this variable with an actual name of a customer and personalize it on scale. So let's quickly just hit submit, and that's going to send it for approval. So you can see the status is now submitted, and let's sync the message once, and it's pending for approval. Give it few more seconds and it should get approved. So let's wait for another few seconds. Yes, so it's already approved. So as you can see, this process is extremely fast. The message gets approved really fast, and now you can send it at any time. So there are multiple ways to send it. So let's first go back to workspace by clicking on the button on the top left corner. So it takes us to the chat menu. So here I can click on send message. I can add a number here and I can choose the template that I just created, and I can personalize the name here. Let's say I'll add my name, which is Shobit, and now I can quickly send it here. I can also schedule it for a later time. So that's one thing that I can do from here. But if I want to broadcast it to multiple people, I have to go to the broadcast menu. Now here I can quickly create a new campaign, and I will give a name to this campaign and I'll call this festive offer. I can add campaign details. It's completely optional. I'll keep it blank. Then I've got multiple ways of sending message to a person.
So I can either create an API, and this API can be used on my website. Let's say somebody fills up a form, automatically this API can be triggered and this message can be sent. The other one is upload Excel. So once I choose this option, then I can go to next and I can choose the template that we just created. There's an option at the bottom called upload Excel file. So here it's giving me a sample format. I can download this sample format and I'll open this format for you. So this Excel file comes here. So you can see there are 3 columns shown here. First one has the country code, the next one has the phone number, and the third one has the name field. So whatever value you're going to add here, it's going to send to each one of them one by one. And also remember the third column which has the field called name. So if I change it to, let's say, Shobit, so it's going to personalize this and send it to me. So I'll save this data and then I'll quickly upload this file here. I can either select it manually or I can drag the file right here. And once it's selected, then I'll have to hit next. And now I have the option to schedule it now, or I can choose a different date, different time. And while sending it, if I want to add a particular tag to this inquiry, I can also do this. So whoever gets this message will also get a particular tag set to it. And then there's an option, do not send message to inquiries that are opted out. People decide not to receive message from you. Then if you turn on this option, then system will automatically do not deliver to those people. Alright, so now that we are done with the setup, so I'll hit send now. So this campaign has started and it's going to be sending the message shortly. So let's keep it open. The message has been sent. Now if I check it on my mobile phone, so the message has been delivered. So I've read the message and it automatically updates it within the statistics as well. So here in the analytics, you're able to view all the details of a particular message. If I go to another campaign, let's say this campaign which should have more data here. So then if I click on logs, you can see all the phone numbers with different statuses and makes it really easy. Now let's say if I go to the analytics part of it, and you can see there are a lot of failed campaigns. There might be a requirement where I just want to either target the failed ones or just the ones who have read my particular message. So I can quickly click here on the 3-dot menu and click on the retarget option, and then I can scroll down and I can choose a particular status which is most relevant to me. Maybe I just want to focus only on the failed ones. I can choose next, and then I have to choose the new message that I want to send to these people. Let's say this is the one that I want to send, and I can also customize different fields. This is the name that I want to personalize, and I have the particular field available within each customer's contact information, so I can pick the name from there. And if the name is not available, I can add a fallback value which is customer, so it automatically personalizes it. So if the name is not available, it's going to use the fallback value. So if I hit next, now I again have those options to schedule now, later, or on repeat. So if I use schedule now, it's going to focus only on the customers who did not receive this message in the first attempt. Now let's look at some other ways to create broadcast messages. So I'll click again on the new campaign. So you've got more options available here apart from create API, tagged inquiries. There's segment, retargeting we just looked at. Then there's webhook notification. So there are multiple ways how you can reach out to your customers the way you feel is most apt. The most commonly used method is tagged inquiries. So if you use tagged inquiries, and then you have to choose the template, and then you have to personalize the data. So we'll choose the name lead data field, and automatically it's going to replace the name each time it sends the message. The fallback value will be customer, and then if I hit next, then I can choose to whom do I want to send this particular message. So I want to send it to all new signups, but I want to exclude certain tags. For example, people who are not eligible, so I can choose ineligible here. So what this will do is it's going to create a group of all the people who recently signed up, but minus all the people who are ineligible. So like this, I can see there are around 809 customers who are eligible for this kind of a message. So I can click on send now and quickly send this message to everybody. Now that we've understood how to drive outbound conversation, it's equally important to understand how can you ask people to directly reach out to you on your WhatsApp number. So there are multiple ways how you could go about it. So let's go to the profile option followed by settings, and there's an integration option at the bottom left. So I've got an option called website widget. Website widget will allow me to create a widget which I can customize and apply it on my website.
So when somebody clicks on this widget, it's going to start a conversation with your chatbot. So you can totally change all these settings here. You can change the text, you can change the color scheme. Once you update all of this, it's going to generate a single line of code which needs to be added within the HTML code of your website. So if I go to EasySocial.io, you can check out we have a website widget installed. And if I click on start chat, it's going to navigate us to the WhatsApp chat with EasySocial. So there are more ways how you can drive incoming conversations to your WhatsApp. So if you go back to integrations, there's another option called QR code and short links. So when I'm creating a new short code or a QR code, I can define the title here. I can also define the pre-typed user response. So if I type demo message and I hit save, so now it's created a short URL and also a downloadable QR code. And this QR code can be downloaded in SVG or PNG format. So let's say if I open this QR code, somebody scans this QR, so it's going to drive a conversation. Open this URL now in a window. So it's going to redirect me to this particular conversation. And if you can see here, the first pre-written message is called demo message. This is the text that we have written while creating this particular QR code. And if I reload this page, you will see that there was one click on this URL, and it's going to be extremely useful if you're going to print a QR code, maybe in a print advertisement or in a magazine or on a hoarding. So you'll be able to track the exact traffic that you're driving through that particular media. Now that we've learned how to get customers on your chatbot, it is extremely important to learn how to create a chatbot on your own. So for that, let's go to the chatbot platforms, followed by WhatsApp. Click on Chatbot Builder. So on this page, you will see a chatbot which comes pre-built on EasySocial, but that might not be sufficient for your utility. So for that, you can click on New Chat Flow, and there are two options available. The first one is Start from Scratch. The other one is Choose from Pre-built Flows. So if I select one option here, then I'm going to see a lot of chatbots available for different industries. So we'll quickly create a chatbot from a ready-made example. Let's take an example of a nursing agency. I'll click on Get Started, Apply Chat Flow. And here I need to upload a logo, and I'll choose this image and I'll call this ABC Nursing, and I'll save it. And it took less than 10 seconds. It's already built a chatbot for me. So if I edit a chatbot, it's going to look like a flowchart diagram where all of these little blocks that you see are basically different messages or different functionalities of that chatbot. So these are called nodes, and you've got a bunch of library of these nodes available for different features. So you can simply drag them to the canvas, and maybe if you wish to put some new connections in between, I can build it like a jigsaw puzzle. And if I double click on a particular node, I can also choose to see the preview of this particular node. For example, if I click on the main menu, if I open the preview, I can see there are different options: About Us, Book a Service, Locate Us, Talk to Us, and everything is customizable. On the right side, there's a property panel where I can change the properties. Whatever I will change here, it's going to reflect in real time in the chatbot itself. So let's say if somebody clicks on Book a Service, it's going to take him to this particular node, and here you have certain options available here. So let's say baby care. So I've added a random number just to give you an idea that you can customize this as per your wish. You can even change the message that is written here. So if somebody clicks on baby care, it's going to take him to the next message. Please tell us the time range for which you'd like to book the nurse to care for the baby, and somebody can enter a response like this. So if I click on the next question, it says please tell us the age of the baby, and the last question is date. What date are you willing to avail this service? So like this, you can customize and build the entire flow either by your own self, or you can choose from one of the ready-made chatbots which are available. So I won't go deeper into this. However, I would definitely recommend that you click on any node that you create, and you have an option to watch and learn, and it's going to open a video. And this video is going to be extremely helpful, and you'll understand about each functionality that there is in a chatbot. Now we'll move on to the next feature. So we'll also move on towards the AI capabilities. So there are times when it's very late in the night and your team is not there to support your customers. For those moments, you can have an AI assistant who can actually help your customers. We have a very hybrid approach towards AI. Instead of having an end-to-end AI chatbot, you can just plug in an AI feature
in a chatbot at a certain level where the customer is actually willing to talk to somebody. We have got integrations here, and there's an option for ChatGPT, and you can create your own training model here. So here you can add the name of the model. In our case, it's going to be EasySocial. Maybe this model is supposed to be used for sales pitching, and there could be another model which could be for customer support. So every model could have a different intent. So you can create a different model here, write some description about it, choose a personality trait for this model. This is the temperature. The lower you keep, the repetitive the answers are going to be. So anywhere around 0.5 is a good number. Here I can give the bot a name, I can give the bot a gender, and then there can be a fallback replies. So in case the chatbot is not trained for a particular answer, this is the kind of message he is going to send out to the customer so that they'll understand that it's not trained for this kind of question. And then if you scroll down a bit more, you will get fields where you can train your bot. So you can have multiple contexts where you can give different pieces of information about your business. For example, what your business does, what are the operating hours, what are the special features, everything you can put here in different contexts. And this is the information that the chatbot will automatically get trained on. Just takes a few minutes, and then your chatbot can instantly start to reply back without having to actually build a proper conventional chatbot. EasySocial also offers you catalog features. So here you can actually link with your Facebook account, and then you can set up your shop. You can also attach your payment methods, and those payment methods can be used to actually collect payment. So you can link your catalogs here. These products are going to be listed directly on your WhatsApp. People can add them to their cart, and then they can proceed towards adding their address, making a payment, doing a complete checkout process. All the payment gateways that you see here are available. Plus there are more payment gateways which are going to be added very soon. So you can choose a payment gateway of your choice, complete the entire checkout process on it. So once you receive an order, it's going to show you in the orders tab. You also have a dedicated menu where you will be able to see all the orders in one place. There's also very high likelihood that you do not have any of these catalogs, but you still want to collect payment. If you click on the orders option, you have an option to create a new order. And here you can just type in the service that you have given. The quantity stays at 1. I can scroll down, I can add tax, discount. If there's any shipping involved, I can add that too. But in this case, I just want to keep it as it is. I have to just check this last option, and I can click on save order. So once I do this, this new order message goes to the customer, and he can just see this order, he can make a payment, and as soon as the payment is received, it will also reflect on EasySocial. In case you're looking for a specific integration, you can go to our integrations page. For example, you want to create an integration for WooCommerce, so you can link your WooCommerce store here. You will have the ability to add events, abandoned cart, pending payment. You can create your own WooCommerce order status, and whenever this new status is applied to your order, automatically it can trigger a particular message. You can also create certain broadcasts directly from your WooCommerce store. So for example, you want to filter out a certain audience who had purchased a particular product between a particular timeline, and now you've restocked your shop with the same item, and you want to reach out to those people. So here you can definitely apply such filters, and you can easily, right by staying within EasySocial, you can broadcast to those customers of yours in WooCommerce. And similar features are available for Shopify as well. You can even build a chatbot experience for WooCommerce where a customer can list out all the orders right within WhatsApp, choose a particular order, maybe he wants to cancel that order or return that order. He can do it right within WhatsApp. So there are multiple advanced features which are available for WooCommerce and Shopify. So definitely feel free to check those out. So with this, we've covered all the essential features on EasySocial. However, there is something that you should definitely be aware of. If you go to the settings tab under chatbot platforms, under WhatsApp, you've got usage and report. Now this area is going to give you an instant statistics about your health, your messaging tier, if your account is connected well, and what is the status of the messages that were sent today. And you can also customize this report based on a particular time period. If you want, you can scroll down a bit, and you can even download a customized report from here as well. So this concludes the basic overview of EasySocial platform. With this demo, I've tried to cover maximum features. However, there's a slight possibility that you might be looking for something extra or something different, which is not shown during this video. So please feel free to reach out to us directly, and we'll be happy to have a meeting one-on-one and understand your use case
and give you the best possible solution. Thank you so much for your time and watching this video. Do sign up for free on EasySocial today.